Counting down to first pitch here in the Bronx. It's the Braves and the Yankees next on the show. Rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. Tonight it's a spring training matchup between the Braves and the New York Yankees. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he'll look to build off of his last start where he got the win and only allowed one run.
And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this team defensively has 3 Gold Glove Award winners. If you're going to hit the ball, you better hit it over the fence, because if you don't, it's liable to be caught.
And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Yeah, not really too many reasons why you'd ever intentionally want to hit the leadoff batter in a ball game. Well, let's see how they decide to play it from here.
Number 4 will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Teixeira's up with it. The second for one. Back to Teixeira, and it's not in time as they just get the one.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
He's set. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, that's no surprise to anybody that he's running right here on the first pitch. And these guys defensively, well, they know it too. But that just shows you the kind of speed he has out there, because even with the pitch out, he's still able to steal that base.
The 1-0 delivery. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he is in there. Chris Davis steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone, because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
Here you go from above. First pitch of the at-bat, why not just send it right back up the middle and pick up the RBI? Well, that's about as simple as this game can be right there.
Standing in now, Maikel Franco. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the one. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's got some serious speed, and that's a dangerous weapon at any level. It wreaks havoc on opposing pitchers because there's so many ways to manufacture runs when speedsters get on base. So don't be surprised if you see him cause trouble out there in this one.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first. In there at the knees, strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High pop-up. Freeman is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, left fielder.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Perron gets the sign. Here's the 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, that was a struggle with a capital S, but he finally gets him to lift the fly ball here to end the 9-pitch at-bat. That'll take some life out of the arm.
Nick Markakis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. It remains 1-0. John Lane makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
John Lane.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ellsbury is under it. 1 down.
Batting 8.
Settling in now, Danny Swanson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Batting ninth,
Yan Gomes
catcher,
into the
13.
box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters, make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mark Teixeira strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Little chopper back his way. And a rather easy first out.
Batting fifth,
Greg Bird steps into the box.
Bird.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Batting sixth,
Brian McCann takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Dribbled back toward the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So striding in, Chase Headley, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Teheran sets, 0-1 on its way. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he's safe.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely, and that'll fire up the whole dugout.
Didi Gregorius steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. This one's flared out toward left. Under it is the left fielder. And that retires the side. Ender Inciarte is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. That's popped up out toward short right field. Castro is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
now batting.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Stepping in now, number 4. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Two and 0.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gardner going back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the 1st, but after that 1st inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Yoenis Cespedes is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this. Starlin Castro digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman. Starlin
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
To 2-2 now. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Brett Gardner will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing.
Keeping him close.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
And again a throw. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. 1-2, here it comes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. Nick Markakis is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit out towards second. Right to him. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left. CC Sabathia is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. He drew a walk his first time up. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. Sabathia into his motion. Here's the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Tap fouled at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Davis is retired, and there's 1 away.
First baseman number 5.
Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. He reached on a single in his first try. Adam Walker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Walker.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Gregorius is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for Atlanta.
Striding into the box, Maikel Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three and one now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Pitch popped up. Teixeira has got it, and the side is retired. Adam Walker will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base.
Mark Teixeira stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed by Teixeira as he's a strikeout victim here, 1 away. Digging in now, Greg Bird. He singled his last time up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Brian McCann stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. The throw into second, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Brian Mitchell makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring.
Brian Mitchell.
John Lane will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Drilled on the ground to short. Gregorius is there, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 8.
An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. One run, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Digging in, Yan Gomes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Tyler Flowers will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
1-1.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Tyler Flowers will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 20,
Chase Headley stands in following an RBI single this first time through. Sean Newcomb will be the new pitcher.
33, Sean Newcomb.
Chase Headley will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Third baseman, Chase Headley.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Liner toward right center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
All you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And that is not good.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number 4 is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A pause and the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there, because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Down 0. Chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it, and he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. And there's the slurve, but it misses 1-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter facing a guy that's exceptional. And both runners are safe. The double steal executed perfectly. This is line to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he is under the tag of Flowers, safe at the plate.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball.
And against a veteran hitter.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Ivan Nova is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
Ivan.
The 6th as the rain continues.
I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys, because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
Man, you get this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, too easy there.
Number 4 comes to the plate. That leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis moves over. He's got it 1 away. Yoenis Cespedes will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Hit hard back up the middle. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So stepping in, Chris Davis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixed...
Oh, and just a sec now as that pitch gets away. But no, he'll hold at third. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. This is hit softly to third, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark Teixeira.
Mark Teixeira stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
Greg Bird will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
The 1-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. His second of the... Brian McCann steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Shot toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
the batter,
Chase Headley strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
The Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 3-1.
You can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Didi Gregorius is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there, perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2 out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Number 72 will come in and pitch now. Leading off the inning, Adam Walker, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. To short, hit hard. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Maikel Franco will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends. Starlin Castro will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Aaron Blair is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Starlin Castro steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Carlos Beltran come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
You definitely don't want to go hit by pitch, walk to start this inning. So you got to bear down right here. Really lock in on that catcher.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Rafael Ortega will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Mason Williams will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Oh, and he misses it. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second.
Well, I got to think that's going to be an unearned run. He looks like he's there in time to make this play. He just squeezes the glove too early or something. I'm not quite sure what happened, but they're going to hit him with an error.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And this rain is intensifying now. This is as hard as it's come down all night.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment. But he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Won't offer it what looked to be the circle change. 3-1. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Rob Refsnyder will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
1 run scores. The Run scores from second. Gregorio Petit will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and one out in the inning. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter the equation or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You almost get the sense that he's trying too hard to trick guys out there instead of
And he is under the tag of Flowers, safe at the plate. Chase Headley steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Jason Grilli will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Chase Headley will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone.
Well, he's done some pretty good damage in clutch situations with 2 RBIs in this game already.
Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
4 runs here in this half inning. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
that thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Scorched to third. Franco has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Didi Gregorius will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Franco is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Rafael will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Number 58 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Gary Sanchez is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Aaron Hicks will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Danny Swanson will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Your attention, please.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
And a dive, but it's off his glove, and that should go as a base hit.
Now batting, catcher.
Tyler Flowers comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And a step off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here comes the first pitch. He's on the move again from first. Pitch inside, the throw, and no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Driven to right field and deep. Williams racing back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. Ender Inciarte will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
0-1, here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Number 4 tries to bunt his way on here, but it's strike one. Sacrifice attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Williams is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Designated hitter.
Chris Davis stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Garcia will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. This pitch is popped up, calling for it, A-Rod, and that ends the inning. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2. Into the box now, Starlin Castro. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Aaron Hicks will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Paco Rodriguez will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. Aaron Hicks comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Aaron Hicks.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Cespedes is there, 2 down. Austin Romine will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, and if you got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Mason Williams set to try it again at the plate. He reached on an error and then eventually scored last time up. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1, but they lead it by a count of. Austin Romine will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 53.
Nick Rumbelow will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Number 69.
Adam Walker will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here it comes on 1-1. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Maikel Franco stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is in the air out to right field. Williams is going to get there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
John Lane makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And it's quickly 0-2. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Too high, ball 3. Danny Swanson would be next. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Well, we'll get another look at this pitch. There it is on show track. It's just a little bit in. Not a terrible pitch, really, but if you're sitting on that pitch in that location, you can certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there.
The batter, number 8.
Into the box, Danny Swanson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Romine is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win. Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here.